Hey, this is John from Darkest Hour, and you're watching barebonesmusic.com. Party!
Eagle G, barebonesmusic.com. I'm here with John Henry from Darkest Hour. John,
how's it going?
Thanks for joining us, man. Well, let's talk about right now. They're on the Atticus Metal Tour 3. Kicked it off in DC at 930 Club.
Yep. That was awesome.
7th day of the tour. How's it going so far?
Weekend, pretty solid. Can't complain. It's been a lot of good shows, a lot of kids coming out, having a good time. So it's success. Success. We're having fun, you know. Had a barbecue yesterday, you know. We're just kicking.
There you go. Spring's coming. It's not too bad out right now, so that's
There's love in the air.
There's love in the air. Speaking of which, The Human Romance. New album came out February 22nd.
Yep.
eOne Records, going over from your longtime home, Victory Records.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about The Human Romance, just first of all, was there a plan going into this album, structure-wise? Were you thinking...
Well, we had been thinking that, I mean, with the last record, we went really like aggressive, and it was, you know, like a pretty pissed off kind of record, and so we definitely wanted to be more melodic on this new one and just more musical and just, you know, have more movement all over the record. So that was definitely like something we were thinking about when we went into it. So yeah, I mean
something a little more
more dynamic.
This
for
is
sure.
definitely more dynamic. You have an instrumental on here, which I don't know how it bodes well for you, but you got some acoustic stuff on here. Playing with a lot of different things, but I wouldn't say that this album, you would mistake it for being any less aggressive than a Darkest Hour record, would you?
It's still, you know, it's still got some really extremely heavy moments, and you know, some of the heaviest shit we've ever written too, but that's just part of the whole dynamic and just having a little bit of everything. So that's kind of what we went for, and I think we fucking nailed it.
No, it's a great record. Savor the Kill video is out. I saw it last night on Headbangers Ball, actually. Why'd you pick that song as the first one off the record? Any real reason behind it?
Just kind of stuck out as one that I think we felt showed the growth as well as, like, you know, what we've always been trying to do. So, you know, something a little bit different, like it's a little bit slower and groovier, you know. And just like everybody knew that was the song. There wasn't even any like discussion about it or anything. It was just like, oh yeah, Savor the Kill. It's that one.
Talk about just writing the lyrics for this album.
I don't know, like I always just kind of listen to this song. I mean, I listen to the song like over and over and over again, and I get down like my patterns and stuff, and sometimes even, you know, words will come to me then at that point that like a word just sounds right for a certain phrase or something. But I mean, I don't know, my process is just kind of like, I guess I stick myself behind like a desk and I just say I'm not leaving till I'm done, you know, and it usually, sometimes I'll sit there for like hours and like just, you know, and then, you know, 6 in the morning comes around and it's like, okay, you know, and then it just comes out. But sometimes it's a little easier, sometimes it's a little harder, but.
Do you find it difficult writing for metal? Because like I say, Mike was saying that if you love metal, if you're in a metal band, first of all, you gotta be crazy because you have to be addicted to it. You're listening to it all the time.
Yeah.
Does that affect?
I mean, I guess the weird thing about lyrics for metal is like, you know, it's pretty like heavy and angry music, you know. So you can't be like, you know, oh, I pet a kitty today and there's a rainbow, yay, you know, like. So it is a little bit.
Petting kitties on Darkest Hour record.
I guess it's a little bit restricted, but. I don't know, usually the lyrics are, you know, it's like my way to get out just bad, negative, dark side stuff, you know what I mean? So it's usually just a bunch of that kind of crap, but I mean, this one definitely has a theme to it, and the theme is more like, you know, the romance that I'm talking about or whatever is like the kind of epic journey of mankind, you know, and just about like our behavior and, you know, why we do all the weird little things that we do, and you know, that's kind of like the. But you know, every song's about something different too, so that's just kind of like the underlying theme that pokes out. Yeah. That's the cool thing about lyrics, though, is that, you know, anybody can have like their own interpretation of it. You know, like I've had kids come up to me and be like, "Hey, is this song about this and this and this and this and this?" And I'm just like, "No," but now it is, because to you it is. So you know.
There you go. You guys have been together for 15 years.
Yep.
Been on Victor Records for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Moved to eOne for this record. Did the move energize you guys in any way? Was it kind
absolutely.
Did it affect your mindset going from one label to another?
Yeah, I mean it's like starting over, you know, fresh, clean slate, you know. I mean, we were on Victor way too long, you know, like signed for way too many records, because, you know, I was like 18 when we signed, like I could just barely legally sign a contract, you know, so, you know, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but it's awesome though, because it really is like, you know, we're having really great experience with them so far, so yeah, it's really exciting.
You've had producers like Devin Townsend. This one, you had Peter Wichers, Soilwork. What did Peter bring to the table as far as this record you're going for?
I guess what he brought was like, he's just he's super efficient, and, you know, we're kind of just like a bunch of idiots, so, you know, he's, you know, I don't know, he was really good about like, he's a fucking sick guitar player, so he was really awesome with doing all the guitar stuff, and really helped out a lot too. And just as far as like, and like little, you know, he didn't try to change anything too much, just like but he would have little tiny ideas to like spice a part up a tiny bit or something like that. And that's what we're looking for, like that kind of outside opinion that, you know, you can't get from someone within the band, you know, because we'll, you know, like sit there and play the song a million times over, and then, you know, he would be like, "Oh, why don't you just try doing this one tiny little thing?" And then we'll do it and be like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why didn't we think of that?" You know,
makes it all better.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it was sick.
But if someone's never heard Darkest Hour and they put on The Human Romance, is it a good representation of you guys as a whole?
I think it. Yeah, I think it is, because it does capture like everything we've been trying to do throughout the years, kind of on one record. So, you know, starting over, fresh, clean slate.
What keeps you going after 15 years? What gets you excited?
Just the fact that we can still do it, you know, like a lot of bands fall off, and a lot of bands can't keep touring and stuff, and we are lucky enough to still have people come out to our shows and, you know, have a good time at our shows, and that's really what keeps it going. I mean, if there were if no one was coming out to these shows, then we probably wouldn't be playing them, you know. So,
hey, he's honest about it.
And that's, you know, and it's like, it's just awesome to know that people like it. Like when you see someone singing along or stage diving or doing a mosh pit or whatever they do, you know, like it's just, that's really like, you know, it just feels good.
It still keeps going after all these years.
Yeah, it makes you want to keep doing it, you know.
All right, John Henry, Darkest Hour, Human Romance out now. Check it out. It's a great album, good record. John,
hey,
thanks for sitting down with us. Appreciate it.
All right, absolutely.
Yeah.